So hey everyone, today as I promised in the previous video, the continuation is here about Git format patch and Git send email. Today I'll be showing you how do you format a patch, how do you create a patch, how do you format a patch, and how do you send an email to some maintainer. Okay, how do you send an email to some maintainer? So in the last video, that is not my song, in the about the dump git HTTP protocol, about uploading that one, the info/refs head and all. We had discussed about the dump git HTTP. So let's jump into this one. Basically, um, this is I'll go to my SSD and I'll be, you know, cloning what we published as Git last day. So this was my website, and well, if I'm gonna use links, HTTPS 7IB, that's my website .org. It's looking up, and this is where I've uploaded my the project's repository is git.7ib.org, and you can see that here is our link for Git. So I'm just going to copy it, and then I'm going to quit links, and I'm gonna write, I'm gonna go git clone this one station path. Oh, sorry. Then we're just going to, we're just going to do this to some like slash cock os1. It's taking some time because it is jump gauge HTTP. We're cloning from there. Remote not found. Why not found? What the hell? Oh, it's codeberg.page. It shouldn't be codeberg.page, first of all. Uh, it should be, sorry, I'm very sorry. It's just me being dumb. Okay. Should be, I haven't yet uploaded. I've changed that link. Org and add a git in front should be doing the trick. Why is it taking so long? Okay, yeah. Now it's done. Okay, nice. It feels good to see your own Git repository hosted on your own static page in spite of being static. Now, next video I'll also show you how to do CI/CD pipeline, so we don't have to run the script for dumb HTML upload over and over again. But let's now focus on this. So I'm just going to check this out. You can see we have our code drivers and all those things here. So let's suppose I want to go to drivers, and you can see we have two more directories here, keyboard and net. So I'm going to go into a nano net slash net.c. You can see there is this slash to be added commented out here because I was too lazy to write the network driver. Now I'm just going to write a generic C file here. As you all know, I love writing this shit C. And same thing, just and printf well, world slash n, and then git add dot git commit. Now here is the thing. So in your slash dot git config file, this is your git configuration file. It's located in your probably your home directory only with a dot on in front, so it remains as a hidden directory. Sorry, a hidden file, but you should be able to access it by just writing the dot. Simple. It's a hidden file. Okay. Anyways, so you can see that I've configured my email to be this one, 7ib.2014116@gmail.com, and I've configured my name to be this one, and I've configured my editor to be this one, and the credential to be this one. So what you will do is, if you're using Gmail, you'll just copy this back to back and just replace this email and this name portion and this SMTP user and from portion. Now what I've done, I've added the email front of my custom domain because I don't have purchased a mailbox. So I'm just doing email routing and all those things. And I've set the SMTP user to my email address. The only things you will change from this configuration is that you will remove this one, remove this SMTP user email, and you will write your own email address, and you will change this from also. If you don't need it, then don't do it. And from email you'll also change this and this. Okay, so you're changing this one, you're changing this one, you're changing this one, and you're changing this one, this one. Okay, now if you're not on Gmail, then you will also have to change these three portions except TLS. I mean, if your server doesn't support TLS, then it's a different thing. But if it does, then okay, it's encryption is TLS. Otherwise, there is other encryption like SSL. I think yes, there is SSL encryption also. And also, you need to install a Perl dependency which checks the SSL and TLS parts for encryption work. You can just search it up. And this is smtp.gmail.com. You have to change it if you are not on Gmail. If you're not on Gmail, you do have to change it. Now anyways, so my thing is perfect. And also you need to run a command that is git config global what have I written, global credential dot helpers to. Okay, now what will this thing do is that this will prompt for your app password. If you don't know what an app password is, it's basically a kind of password that servers use to, I mean, it's not the exact your password which you use. Like for example, if you're setting up this git send email workflow, you have to use an app password from Google Mail. If you're on Gmail, you have to use an app password from Google Mail. And if you're on something else, like if you're using your custom mailbox, then you have to use that app password. Or if it doesn't have an app password, then I think the default password will work. So you have to just consult up what's an app password, or I can quickly show you what's an app password. So wait, I can quickly show you. So where it is, format patch store patch file. This was my last search. Yeah, I was like very confused. Where the hell is the format patch? I mean, I was like, this should be storing here, and then I found out that I was not even committing the right thing. That's why the format patch wasn't even being, the patch file wasn't even being created, and I was panicking for no reason. And thing is, for this one, that is yeah, wait, what am I doing? App passwords. You can also I'm gonna do for Google for and app passwords Google. Okay, so you just have to do sign in with app passwords, Google account, and app passwords. And okay, so this is where you created app passwords. I'm not going to log in now. So now, anyways, this is the command you have to run, and then while you are doing the get send email workflow, it will ask for your app password once and once only. Now you have to do like get format patch get. So you can see that we have changed something. So if you go to get status, you can see that this has changed. Okay, if you do get diff and parse it to less, you can see, oh shit, nope, um, what the hell, yeah, why isn't it showing the diff? Let me just do a commit log of this. Oh, I've already added the file, man. What am I doing? Okay, now you have to write your commit. So if you're sending to, say, Greg Crow Hartman, okay, if you're sending to Greg Crow Hartman, then you have to send a very, meaningful mail with a subject, meaningful subject, and a meaningful body. So you have to write like um, adding networking patch. Like I haven't already a networking driver, but I'm just giving you a sample example, or say cleaning up the clutter from net/net.c, and before this you have to write like net index.net or whatever you're on, sorry, net.c, and then you have to write that's cleaning up the clutter because function was dangerous or something like that. Function was dangerous, okay, something like this. You have to write it, and then you have to save it. Make sure you have this signed off by thing here. You have the signed off by thing. This is pretty important. This is what maintainers look for. And then you just have to do like you have to format patch and sorry. And if you see, first of all, if you see the git log, you will see that there is one commit here. This is a head. Okay, so now git format patch -1 head, cleaning up the patch. So now you have a single patch file here. So just write, I'm just gonna catch, oh no, I have to nano it because I need to edit it. So this is your subject patch. This, you do not remove this. Net.c, cleaning up the clutter. Now I have added a, not I have added a few lines which does which exposes lesser memory leaks while still keeping the functionality core functionality, and make sure this thing is there. And if you want to change your email address, say you want to change it to 7ib@7ib.org, and you also change it to 7ib@7ib.org, you can just, but don't make the address like the one you're sending from. Do not give two different addresses, like you're sending from a different address and you have written sign off by from a different address or from a different address. So that's not accepted. Okay, so yeah, save and exit, and then git send email the patch. Whom should the emails be sent? Suppose I'm sending to myself. Message ID, no. Yes, I mean you have to do this if you're sending a version 2 or version 3 for the same patch. Okay, it's like the maintainer inactive. Okay, then you have to send the patch again. So you will use a message ID to mention that it's a reply for the last message. For the last thread, it's a reply to the last thread. You just have to copy the thread ID and paste it here to make it a reply for the version 2 or version 3. And this is the thing. From is this. 2 is myself only. CC is also 7ib@7ib.org, and submit is this one. Then this is a patch. Okay, so why? And if you are doing this for the first time, and if you have done the credential helper thing, then Perl will ask you for your 16 character app password. Okay, Perl will ask you for the app password, and you have to give the app password once Git will show it in its credentials. That's here, slash dot git credentials. There is where Git stores the credentials, and then it will just send a mail. So yeah, so basically the mail is sent. Okay, now if I check my mutt, I might have weird mails here, so just don't check those. Okay, I don't blur anything. Mainly I have mails from Richard Stallman and all those people, but Hostinger, hello, okay, Big Master, who is this guy? I don't know. Techno India University. Oh, okay, I might have my somewhere. Right? Okay, this is a patch. Okay, this is a patch. So so here we got where we got this thing, this patch, and so yeah, there's a you can see. So okay, from this one to myself only, c to myself, and subject is also this patch which I had given in the patch file, sorry, in the commit message, and this is my patch file. Oh shit, I still don't know how to handle much. Anyways, added a few lines which poses lesser memory leaks while still keeping the core functionality, signed off by myself. This is the diff. Okay, plus plus whatever is added, whatever is not added, the whole mail is sent. I mean, basically the entire thing is sent. Oh my gosh, because this is a first time commit, so it's sending the entire thing in that directory. So this is basically how Linux kernel workflow works, mailing lists work, and this is how the workflow actually works. So yeah, thanks for watching again. Hope you had a great time. I mean, send mail and all those things. That's cool. Okay, thanks. Again, this is too hacky. Just Control plus C.